Okay, so because I've grilled the shit out of Saros, this is another game I like to play. This is a roguelike that I am trying to platinum, so I'm going to do a little series on this too. This is called Roguebook. It is a deck building roguelike. I've already beat the main story. I'm now on like new game plus, etc. But how it works is you progress through the game. It has an ink system to reveal spaces on a hexagonal thing, which I'll explain in more depth in a second when I can actually use picture reference. There are 4 playable heroes, which you unlock gradually as you complete the main story the first time. My favourite 2 are the damage ones, because I like to kill things quickly, I suppose. So I always use this lady, which when you use her as your starting hero, you get +3 power. And then this dude, and whenever he takes damage, he gets rage, which gives him disgustingly OP versions of the cards he has. So this is your skill tree. As you can see, I'm far from the maximum. Don't even think I can buy anything yet. But you come through here once you've chosen your characters, and these are the modifiers. So once you've done the game on New Game Plus, you go up to like New Game Plus difficulty 15. And you choose these debuffs. Some of them aren't debuffs, but you choose these debuffs to your campaign and you get extra scrolls, etc. I've already done the first 2 with the characters I like. So now we're gonna do these ones. Towers and runes are of sight are replaced by lantern fairies. At the start of each battle, give each enemy protection. Start with the hat. All gold piles are revealed. Your heroes are dealt 3 non-lethal damage whenever you pick up gold piles. That sounds annoying, but you know, we can do that. Can I do any more? No, I can't. Alright, so let's do this one first. So as you can see, you get bonus scrolls if you use heroes you haven't used before. The game's trying to be, you know, make you be more versatile. But we're just going to carry on using these ones for now. So, okay. This is the map. That's the boss. The red swords are elite enemies. I've upgraded, so I get things at the start of every encounter. Those are runes. Oh, nice. That's cool. At the end of each battle, this hero heals 4. We will put that on you because you're going to be my main. Holding LR2 will show us the boss, and then whenever this hero plays an ally, the 2 items that are around the map, 1 and 2. These are drafting cards which you use gold for. So we've got attack the leading enemy for however much damage you've already dealt. Don't really like that card. Draw a card. If you have 0 rage, draw 2 instead. That one is good, so we will take that. We're going to just blast our way over here. Draft another card. This is a really good card to pick up early in the round because you can boost it by attacking. But yeah, so usually there are watchtowers, but they've been replaced with these things. Now, I do know a really broken exploit in this game, which is a little bit hard to pull off, but I'll try and show you if I get the right gem. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. These enemies don't actually attack, so I don't really have to worry too much about blocking because they, you know, they don't do any damage to me. That should do it. They just give us gold by the looks of it. Hopefully they reveal some of the map. They do, okay. Cool. So there should be 2 of those in every level. This is transmogging cards. You just take 1 card out and make another, but you get to socket gems. Dissolve up to 3 cards and add that many daggers. This one's pretty good. And then we can put this on it, which makes it deal 12 3 times. So we'll craft that and put that in our deck. That's a pretty decent start. We'll just plow through this battle. I'm just going to turn the master volume down a little, because I don't want it to overlap my voice. Okay, so we're going to go straight in. I mean, he's attacking for 14, but we should be able to kill him straight off the bat with that new card that we crafted. Lucky that we drew it on turn 1, because it allowed us to just rummage straight through the battle. Okay, we're going to come over here. 3 spaces in a straight line. Grab that. And then we're going to kill this guy to reveal more of the map. We'll do that because obviously I regen health every round. We've just got to kill him as quick as possible. In the later chapters, there's 3 chapters in every run. These enemies do gain block, so you have to kill them pretty quick because they gain 20 a turn. But if you don't kill him in 3 turns, he'll just leave, which means you don't make anywhere near as much gold. Usually, like when you get the fairy versions, I don't think these ones actually drop gold. We don't... Which one gives me allies? This one. So what we're going to do is... We're going to come here, use this one, and then we're going to use this one. Okay, this is an elite battle. We're just going to jump straight into it because it's blocking our path. So the guy at the back is invisible. You can't hit him until he's the only one left, and every time he hits you, he pretty much does bleed. 22. This is the one we want to focus on. We'll just hit him again. We don't really want to do that because that will draw cards that we can't play and then add them to our discard pile. So we're just going to end our turn. Now she's going to get a stack of 5 bleed. Bit annoying that we can't finish him off, but now you'll get to see his rage come into play because he's going to take more than 15 damage, which is fine. There are healing cards in this game and potions, so obviously now he's enraged. Look, his cards are buffed. This is draw 5 cards because he's raged. So we'll just actually we'll kill this guy, and then pop this, see if we can get the finger. Oh, okay, that didn't, I forgot that was going to take away my rage. 5 damage. So it is always worth blocking if you can. So we're just going to chuck some block on here. And then end our turn. Stacks of bleed disappear after every round, so you don't really have to worry too much about them. We're going to go straight in for the 45. And then we're going to do this because it allows us to regen some HP. And then we'll get a plus HP when we finish the battle because of our relic. And obviously elite things give you a lot more rewards. These gems break when you use them. We're going to put this on him because I'd always end up getting a shit ton of allies, which we'll take that. I mean, that's a pretty disgusting card to say the least. What does this do? The third time you Land a hit each turn, you gain 5 block. That's good for multi-hitting cards. This is probably the clearest path. So we'll use this. And then we'll just paintbrush our way. Let's transmog another card. Which crappy cards don't we want? Let's do the attack card because we don't want to get rid of the block ones. Heal, but again, we could take this one. It's a 1 cost that will go up and up and up. So I'm going to take that and then put this on so it will pierce through all enemies. Another health potion there. These are the usual fairies that you get. So when these are around, you can't use your paintbrush anywhere. You have to kill them. They also give you a shit ton of gold. One thing I forgot to do, so we're going to go straight in for the 35. And then end our turn. Because I don't think any of our cards deal more than that. Apart from the one that we didn't draw. We'll gain the courage. Then we'll draw some cards, see if we can get a 1 mana card. Lovely. So obviously the character that's in the back always is safe from damage unless they're doing a pierce attack. There you go. That should kill him. Lovely stuff. Obviously you get quite a lot of gold from the normal fairies because that's what they're there for, to gain you gold. But one thing I forgot to mention is this guy, once you enter, becomes a little shop. And we're looking for a gem, a red gem, that increases all damage when a move is used from the back. We're going to grab this. Retain combo, attack twice for the size of your discard pile. That's a pretty good card. But we're going to grab this because of the relic we picked up earlier. What things has he got? No idea what that one does. But yeah. So we're going to leave the shop. We're looking pretty decent health-wise. We're going to make our way over to the last fairy. If we can, which we should be able to. Yep. So these are what you want to look for. They give you 1+1 mana, which allows you to play extra cards per turn. So yeah, we're gonna 8, 16, 24. We're gonna pop that. And then we're gonna go for this one too. 113 health this time, so it's definitely ramping up a bit. We're going to go straight in for this. Then we're going to pop this, so next turn we get extra energy. We've got 1 turn to deal 37 damage. Okay, so we got an extra energy there. So we're going to hit for 12. Combo means if you use an attack from another person, it costs 1 less. So obviously we just drew for nothing. Then we're going to kill him with this card, which is why I was drawing cards to try and gain that from my discard pile. Because if you don't kill him quick enough, it will just dip. Craft another card. Ranged. We'll take this because it's a decent card to have. So R1 is your deck, and you can socket gems in your deck. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. We want to put that on the card we just gained that cost 1. This one. So now instead of just gaining 7 block, we will gain 11. And then flash swap. This gem is destroyed after 1 use. I don't really like all those, but the more cards you collect, you then gain passives up to a maximum of 34 cards. That is a really good one. I'm going to grab that because it means that the cards for Selfa that deal damage to him won't be as daunting to use because... Right, we're going to pop a Healy potion just to put that up. I will gain health at the end of every battle as well as gaining health at the end of every battle anyway. So, trick of the trade here is you want to kill the big guy in the back because he's the only one that really matters. So we're gonna block up here, try and take away some of that damage. We're just gonna take this guy out because he's dealing 6, and then oh, it's okay. We'll just do that just to take him out of the game. He's gonna then summon some more allies next turn. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna strike, which will then make this cost 0. We're going to try and draw into that 2 cost. There it is. And because she's got, she's swapped over, she deals a little bit of extra damage. So I'm going to take a hit here, but at the end of every chapter, you gain a potion that heals you all the way. So not to worry. We're only going to take like half health, which is fine. So what we want to do here is swap him to the front. So then the ranged will gain the courage, and then we will just end our turn because we don't need any block. He's going to summon some enemies. Oh, okay, or not. We'll pop this, and then we'll just end it with that. Actually, let's try and draw into our healing card. No, we'll just do this. He's dead anyway. But on those elite boss, the elite ones, you only have to really worry about the enemy in the back. Once he's dead, the rest will die. Is that the gem I'm looking for? Right, okay, so we can't die now. So this ruby I discovered a couple of weeks ago. I'll show you. It is beyond broken, okay? So I don't need healing potions anymore. I don't need to worry about collecting stuff. I'll just draft cards that deal damage. We'll grab that because we're going to be controlling allies. So I'll show you on this one, okay? So for some obscure reason, and it doesn't work with anything else, pardon, it doesn't work with anything else. So you see the cipher is in the back, okay? Now watch this. You can socket gems in cards. You can socket gems in cards, like when in battle. So if I click this card, and I click it, you see the damage goes up. And then if I cancel, so 2 seconds. There is an easier way to do this. So we grab that. Look, attack the leading enemy for 12. Okay? Then we cancel. Click on it again. And now it's 16. Cancel. 20. And it just goes up by 4 every time. So, yeah, it just, you can scale damage infinitely. So, yeah, we'll attack this, and look, he's just going to, dead. This guy's got 4 HP. We're now going to bust him up. You know? And I didn't even consume the gem. So, I can just infinitely do that. You know? It's not, rocket science, but what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a card. Actually, we'll save that. Let's get rid of our gems we don't need. So we don't need this. We'll put this on a random one. Defend. We'll get rid of this. We don't need it. Defend it. Swap, draw a card. And then we'll keep those two because that plus 10, actually, we don't even need it. So we'll just, yeah, not worry. I don't think ink carries over, but I don't need anything else. So we're just going to go straight into the boss. And this is going to, so he's got 200 health, okay? So we always draw this at the start. So watch this. We'll play this defend card. Actually, no, we can't, because you have to be in the back. So you press this, click X, circle, click X, circle, X, circle, and you just rinse and repeat. And the damage is going up by 4 every time. He's got 200 health, so we're just gonna carry on going until it gets to 200, and then it's gonna kill him in one hit. And it doesn't disappear either, the gem, because you don't actually socket it into the item. So there is a very, very quick way to do this. If I didn't have that defend card there, I could just spam X instead of having to press X and circle. And you can ramp the damage up to stupid amounts. I mean, like, I had it at like 2,000 once, and it was hilarious. So we're just going to keep going until this hits 200. And then, yeah, he's going to die in one hit. So now we back out. We haven't consumed the gem. We still have the card, and dead. I know it's broken. I know some people don't like cheating. I discovered it. I've looked everywhere for a video on it. Haven't found any, so I thought, why not? Yeah. Whenever this hero does 20 damage of a single hit, inflict weak. While this hero is leading, energy is stored between turns. We'll take that for sure. That's a very good one. Okay. We'll take these because we want the frenzy attacks. So that's the first chapter done. Now we're in chapter 2. I'm going to quickly roll a cigarette. But yeah, that gem, that's what I hope to find at the beginning of every run. Because I've looked online at like playing on difficulty 15, and it's apparently supposed to be like near on impossible unless you use a certain character. Like the turtle character from the beginning, the blue one. Her passive is that she heals to max health every time she dies. And obviously, when you play at 15, you have to use the debuff that damages you every time you use coins. So you just end up dying because there's so much gold in it because of the enemies, that they just... We'll take that. They just end up busting you up. We'll take that for sure. Attack for 0 5 times. I guess that one's increased by your thingy. We'll take this just in case she's in the front. Extra turn. Each turn gain 3 block. Items at the shop cost 1 less for each card in your deck. That's shit. Whenever you end your turn with no cards in your hand, you gain courage. Draw a card. Hero's attack, deal damage. Reap. We don't really need that either. We don't need any items anymore. We are broken. Whenever you take damage from an enemy, you gain rage. We'll take that, why not? Don't really need anything else. Draft a card for our deck. We'll take the 3 times thing. Right, let's have a look at our things. Okay, so we want to go for that. We'll just jump over here and then use this. Cool. Grab that. Yeah, so hopefully, there you go. We got discharge, and it's a hefty hitting card. So we press square and then just X. And just spam X. If you look at the damage, it's at 40. If I press it really, really quickly, and then we look, it's at 72. What health has this guy got? No, it's at 100. He's got 75. Okay, that's already going to kill him. So we will just delete him. Pretty broken. It's pretty fun, to be fair. I rarely ever find exploits in games, you know, that are worth actually talking about. But yeah, this one, for some obscure reason, is disgusting. We'll just socket that in there because we don't want it to take up space. And now we're going to head over to this place. Okay. We've discovered an event. The surroundings shift and the hero finds himself face to face with a gigantic beast. It sits back comfortably on its haunches, watching them silently. That mask, how can it see them with no eyes? So we can take one, hunt down the predator, and we get the hero gains 1 power permanently, dissolve, add a random female card, add a random self card, or add a treasure. We're going to do this, and we got, if the hero did not attack again, makes no difference. So yeah, we're going to keep going, pick up this gold, grab the health potion even though we're never going to use it because they're good to have. So he's got 94, he's got about 100, so we're going to press this and just spam X and till it goes to over 100. There you go, that should do it, and then he's dead. Obviously the game is not supposed to be this way, but it is, so you know, why not? Let's exploit the shit out of it. Attack the leading enemy for 10. Attack for 7 twice. We'll take that. Doesn't really matter what we take. We literally, here's another event. Okay, ally aggressive. This guy's pretty good. I've used this guy in the past. So we'll take that because it's actually, so the allies, when you play them, oh, we've got another thing. The first hit on battle inflicts bleed equal to the third of the damage dealt. Okay. We're going to go back and grab that, but we're going to do some other battles first. Playable if you have only cards in your hand. Attack the leading enemy for 18. Attack an enemy for the amount equal to your rage. Well, that stacks well with the card. So we need 2 paintbrushes to go in that dungeon. We're going to do this elite battle quick. This guy's quite tricky most of the time. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. It's going on to that one. So we're going to click this and then just do that. It's a very tedious process. I mean, he's got a lot of health. It would be better if he didn't. I didn't have that. Oh wait, can I use this? I can. I've got 5. Oh, what have I just done? Okay, we'll use this, and then we should be able to just spam X. No, it's going to the middle. Why is it doing that? See, if the card isn't in the back, if I do it on a cardlet, it doesn't do anything because they're not standing in the back. So they have to be in the back. Let's just use that. Put him in the front. And then do this one because then we can just spam X. It's a lot quicker. We need it at like 200. We're currently at like 90, 102, 114, 130, 150, 160, 170. That should do it. Now we just bust him up. So yeah, and obviously the rage carries over to the next battle. Not that I'll ever need it, but ally gains 1 spirit, draw 3 cards. We'll just pop that on an ally. So it's not in our inventory anymore. You need 2 paintbrushes to enter, yeah. Not really bothered about doing any of the other stuff. I know I could go over there and reveal that, but
I can't do this while moving.
I don't really think it's worth it. So we'll just head on straight to the last boss because obviously we can't die. So yeah, Oh, 320 HP. That is a lot. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spam this until it gets to the damage we want it to. It's currently at 95. Obviously, the faster you press X, the faster this stuff will stack. So just trigger finger the shit out of it until it gets to past 320. What's happened there? I've accidentally done something stupid there. Okay, so we'll have to restart that. We'll just get this to, I don't know, 320 to be sure, because I can't see how much health he has remaining. We'll do it to 200. I don't think he's got more than 200. What is it at currently? I think it's at like 250. So we'll just do it a little bit more. And hey presto, he's now going to die. And that was the final boss of this chapter. Goodbye. On to the next. So obviously with this in mind, each time we play a card, all heroes cards retain, all piles of gold are revealed. Why not? We'll take that. We've never had that before. We'll take this. We'll take those. Doesn't really matter what we take, in all honesty. On to the last chapter. Excuse me one moment. Okay, so we are into the last chapter. We want to draft cards to get the passives. We'll take that guy. Let's have a little peekaboo at the shop. Don't really honestly need anything in here, so we'll just dip. What do these do? Each time we play 5 cards, deal 10 damage. If this hero did not attack, draw 3 cards. We don't need any of those. So this guy is a douchebag. He steals an item and then runs away. And then when you pick up your item again, what did he steal? I don't really care about the drums. We'll take that. We'll grab this guy. So we need over 110. So we'll just spam the shit out of it, trigger finger it. Ooh, I think it's at 123. And he's dead. Hey presto. It's a good job there isn't an achievement for doing a run without losing any HP, because we'd be able to do it. Grab that. Grab the extra mana. Not that we need it. We'll just grab this guy, why not? Okay, we've got defend there. Let's see where this goes first. Okay, cool, it is stacking. So we need it at like 200. So we'll just trigger finger the shit out of it. We're currently at 132. So it's probably at like 180 now. There you go, that'll do. Then we'll just kill him. Nice. Obviously, I'm aware that, you know, not everybody likes to cheat. I'm not really fussed. I think it's funny that this exploit is even in the game. And I found it by accident when I fumbled the buttons on my remote, so, you know. What's he got? We'll just go to 200, because I think he's got a bit of armor there. So we're currently at 150, 160, 170, like an auctioneer. 215. So we'll just back out of the card selection. Oh, it won't let me pick it. There you go, and he's dead. Obviously, the game wasn't intended for you to do that, so it does bug it out a bit sometimes. Now we'll just walk all the way back around. Oh, we've got another passive. We'll take the 15% less gold, even though we're not going to buy anything. Let's see if we can transmog a card. We'll just do that. And then we'll put this one on it.
Very well.
Don't really need it. As I said, it's just so we gain an extra chance of drawing a damage card. I mean, it's pretty hard not to on turn 1 with the amount of damage cards in my deck, so... What's he got? 200 HP. Spam the crap out of it. Get it to past 200. I don't know how quick I'm pressing this button, but you can see on screen it's pretty quickly. There we go. Now we'll come off, and he's dead. How long are we on the recording? Oh, we've got loads of time. Obviously, I can only record for an hour of video, so... There you go. That guy gave us that. I think we can reach this with that. We'll do this little fairy, why not? It gives us gold that we don't need. There's always that. It's got 240 HP, so we need to get this to like 250, which should only take a moment because we're trigger fingering the crap out of it. What are we currently at? I can see a 190 in there somewhere. We need to go beyond that, beyond... There we go, we're at 255. Okay, it's bugged out again. We'll just do that and click the card and then come out and then kill him. Obviously, I don't recommend cheating on this game. I think you should play it as it was intended to be played, but it's fun. You know, if you enjoy it and you're having fun and you're not doing any harm to others, then, you know, what's the harm? Okay, we're gonna grab this one. Whenever you swap at the start of each turn, or just do that one. Doesn't really matter what we take, as we're never going to die because we can't be hit. Oh no, 260 health. Now we want to swap him to the back so the gem works, and then we started at 50, so we got a little head start. What are we at? We're at just past 100. A couple more clicks. We'll be at 200. We need to go to 3. We don't. We need to go to 260, but we're going to go to 300 because why not? There you go. Now you back out. It's happened again, so we'll do that. Press circle. So it goes back in our hand, and he's dead.
Thank you.
You know, it is what it is. Hopefully somebody that's struggling on this game ends up finding it and is like, oh my god, I can actually get the platinum now because this random dude on YouTube found a cheat. So you take this back and then he gives you another item. Again, we don't need any of them because we deal infinite amounts of damage. I know there are legitimate ways to break this game with like infinite card combos and unlimited mana, etc. Like, you know, Slay the Spire and most other deck building games, but I haven't got that far. So right, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go on here. Okay, if that's what it's going to, then we'll swap him out. And then, don't forget, this is 3 times. So 500 divided by 3 is a number that I can't be asked to work out. So we're going to just do it to 2. So if we get this to 250, it will guaranteed kill him. Even 200, I mean, he's going to die. Then we'll do it slowly so it goes back in our hand. And he's dead. 78 bleed. There you go. But yeah, that was one of the runs. Obviously, I'm not going to get that lucky in every single one, but after every run, you get scrolls for meta progression, which is always fun. You level up the heroes you've been using and your party, and you gain extra stuff. Oh, what's this? Unlock all Selfra cards. I think that was from getting him to level 10. We unlocked a new relic. A level 11 is the max level then. And this was our stats. Damage dealt 3,226. You'll love to see it. But yeah, you're not guaranteed to get that stuff every time you play the game. I mean, you get from your meta progression, like you get gems at the beginning of every run, etc. There is always a chance you'll start with that. I mean, it would be brilliant if you did, but you don't. So yeah, aim of the game is to max out the tree, really. What's this? Increase the chance of gems to be higher rarity. Extra sockets. Extra value. What's this? We'll max that out. And then we'll just 405 scrolls. Holy shit. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can buy that I'll actually want to buy. I can buy one of these. Cool. And that was a run of Roguebook. So I'm going to be doing more videos on this because it's one of the only other games I've installed at the moment. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see me play any other roguelites that are on the PlayStation Store, or maybe revisit a game that I already own, just let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to oblige. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.